Hello, Turbo Girl. For today's lesson, we are going to learn about adverbs of time. An adverb is a word that tells us something more about a verb. So, an adverb of time is a word that tells us something about the time that the action happens. For example, the adverb on in on Wednesday and the adverb for in for 2 hours. The adverbs of time that we are going to learn today are on, in, at, for, and from. Let's first look at on. We write on in front of a day or a date. Let's look at these examples. Sentence 1. Mrs. Claudia will visit us on Wednesday. 2. We had a big party on National Day. 3. National Day is on 9th August. Wednesday and National Day refer to the day, and 9th August refers to the date of the action. We use the adverb of time on before the day and date to show when the action happens. Let's look at the adverb of time at. We use at to refer to an exact time. For example, Mr. Schleep wakes up at 11 a.m. every day. 11 a.m. is the exact time when Mr. Schleep wakes up, and we use the adverb of time at to refer to the exact time, which is 11 a.m. Let's look at another example. 2. Ricky said to Chickaloo, "I'll see you at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is an exact time that Ricky has arranged to meet Chickaloo. So we use the adverb of time at to refer to the exact time 1 o'clock. Okay, let's look at the adverb of time in. There are 3 uses for in. Firstly, we use the adverb of time in when we are referring to a part of the day. For example, Mother Hen goes to the market in the morning. Morning refers to a part of the day, and we use the adverb of time in to show the part of the day in a sentence. Next, we also use in when we refer to months or years. Look at these examples. 1. Chickaloo's birthday is in January. January refers to the month, and we use the adverb of time in to show the month in a sentence. 2. Mr. Henry was born in 1955. 1955 refers to the year, and we use the adverb of time in to show the year. Finally, we can also use in together with a period of time. Let's look at an example. Chickaloo and her family will go for a holiday in 2 weeks. When we use the adverb of time in together with a period of time 2 weeks, the action will only start after the period of time 2 weeks have passed by from the time of speaking. So, Chickaloo and her family will go for a holiday 2 weeks later. Let's look at another example. Chickaloo will cry in 15 minutes. In this sentence, the adverb of time in is used with 15 minutes. This means that the action will happen after 15 minutes have passed from the time of speaking. So, Chickaloo will start crying only 15 minutes later. Okay, let's learn to use the adverb of time for. We use for to describe how long an action lasts. Look at the following example. Ricky and Chickaloo skip for 20 minutes. We use the adverb of time for in the sentence to show how long Ricky and Chickaloo have been skipping. So, the action will end 20 minutes after it has started.
Teacher, what is the difference between Chickaloo will cry in 15 minutes and Chickaloo will cry for 15 minutes?
That's a very good question, Turbo Girl. In the sentence, Chickaloo will cry in 15 minutes. The adverb of time is in. This sentence means Chickaloo will cry 15 minutes after the moment of speaking. Remember, in 15 minutes means the action will only start 15 minutes after the moment we say it. In 15 minutes does not tell us when the action ends. Let's look at the last adverb of time, from. We use from to show when an action begins. Look at the next example. Chickaloo will go to school on her own from next Tuesday. We use the adverb of time, from, when the action starts after next Tuesday. So this sentence tells us that Chickaloo will go to school on her own only after next Tuesday. Okay, Turbo Girl, what have you learned today?
We have learned about adverbs of time. They are on, in, at, for, and from. Firstly, we write on in front of a day or date. For example, on 9th August. Secondly, we use at to refer to an exact time. For example, at 11 a.m. Thirdly, we use the adverb of time in 3 ways. We use the adverb of time in when we are referring to a part of the day. For example, in the morning. We also use in when we refer to months or years. For example, in January. We use the adverb of time in together with a period of time. For example, in 2 weeks. Fourthly, we use for to describe how long an action lasts. For example, for 20 minutes. Lastly, we use from to show the starting points of actions. For example, from next Tuesday.
Good job, Turbo Girl.